So here we have Hun Batz versus Hebo. Not a good look. Unless I can snowball, I don't see much chance of winning this. It's going to be rough. Hebo, such an amazing Joust god. Really just crippled by the fact that a lot of ADCs can beat him, and most of the better mages can beat him. Or not most of the better mages, or a few of the top mages can beat him. But let's see what we can do here. You know, Hun Batz not a great Joust guy. I'm gonna definitely need the crits in order to win this. So I went the pot and the boost zone here. You know, I need a little bit of sustain, and I also need to try to snowball, really. Oh, no, 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 no. Not a good look. I hate when Hebos hit that so perfectly. Jesus. No reason to back off just yet, though. We might still be able to do something. Oh, with that down, we might be able to kill him here. He juked the wrong way, but damn, not enough. Jesus, so close. Might as well just teleport it, use my 2. Nah. So these first few waves are what's really crucial for me to kill him on before he gets defense online, before he gets, you know, a high level beads. Gotta try to get a good ult off. I think what I'd say about Hun Batz is that he really is entirely a snowball-based god. Without any sort of lead, he's just gonna lose. Against most of the cast. He doesn't really have any like great matchups in against the higher tier gods or anything like that. It's all just sort of whether if you dominate the early game or not with him. Get some lucky crits.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, with Hebo being such an all-around great god early and monstrous late, it just a perfect counter to Hun Batz in my opinion. But you know, Hebo definitely susceptible to being overwhelmed by the aggression of the Hun Batz. Grab this, very nice. Well, not grab it, but take the experience. Get the ult off here. See what we can do. Not enough, unfortunately. He doesn't have any more mana, so he can't actually aggress, but I don't have it enough to kill him. At least I got ult for ult there and everything. And I'm winning overall experience-wise. So I can't complain too much. But I just feel a lot of pressure when I'm playing Hun Batz to get that first kill. Because like I said, if you don't, it feels like there's not much potential for a win. I'm going to be a little crazy and just go straight for crit here. If what I'm investing in is a strong early to mid game anyway, I feel like I might as well just go all or nothing when I play Hun Batz. I'm playing this as a sub request right now. I unfortunately don't think that Hun Batz has the you know, the real potential to make it as a competitive choice for Joust or anything like that. You know, a top level choice. Getting a lot of poke onto him. This red is probably up. Yeah. We almost have the Deathbringer here. He went over and got his blue buff. We have really strong buff control. I mean, we got his purple, both reds, and our purple so far. It's pretty fantastic. Bastet is really good in Joust, but she's countered hard by gods that can get to a late game. Despite her early aggression, like ADCs. ADCs can really mess Bastet up. But if she, you know, kind of like a Hun Batz, right? If she snowballs, she snowballs. And oof, it is so frustrating to deal with. She is so, you know, dominating in the lane after that, because she can freeze the wave like no other and just ensure that you can't come within like 100 feet of it. He's being very safe though, not really letting me get any openings on him. I'm gonna finish up the Deathbringer. I'm gonna go get this purple. He doesn't seem to know that it's up. He might have seen me go this way, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful. Watch out for him. But yeah, the major difference between Bastet and Hun Batz is that Bastet can backdoor. Bastet's backdoor is super strong. If someone's really committed to a backdoor strategy as Bastet, it's really, really frustrating to deal with. I've raged against quite a few Bastets myself, most notably Kumaze, the top NA Bastet player. Because, like, you know, it always seems like if I get past the early game point, it's so hard to do that in the first place, and then he just backdoors to ensure his win regardless of the fact that you outplayed, you know, and it's very frustrating, of course, because that's one of the crappy parts about Joust is backdooring. But I mean, you can't blame him so much because he's kind of gotta have to. You know, Bastet can't win in most matchups late game if she doesn't go for the backdoor strategy. But right now we're like really controlling. We have such a big gold lead. Like I said, this guy is not taking good control of his jungle at all. And even though this is a, you know, below. Probably a negative matchup for me. I am, you know, persevering throughout it. I don't know what this is. He's going into a Book of Thoth here. He really needs defense early, and he needs a beats, neither of which he has. So I can commit to him pretty hard right now. I'm probably going to go Blink. It's really hard to initiate on a Evo without Blink as an assassin. If he's looking at my purple, I'll kill him. Nope, you're over here. Hello. Yeah, it just goes to show, you know, even if you're in a negative matchup, you do what you can to control the jungle, and oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, you do what you can to control the jungle, and then you still get bursted down by Hebo, honestly. Is the unfortunate case in this circumstance. Damn, dude. Jump was down. Couldn't seem to do much there. I did not expect the ult to come out, and I did not expect it to do that much damage to me. Jesus Christ. Probably misplayed by me, though. I should have made sure that he wasn't in the lane when I walked through it like that. Still have 2 levels on him, though. The gold difference is like almost tied up now, though. Evo is really the king of comebacks because his damage is always going to be relevant no matter what, you know, no matter how far behind he is. And yeah, this push on Hun Batz is just so lacking. It seems like he's watching the stream, lacking buff control, screwed him. Which I don't like at all when people watch the stream. Yeah, gives away a lot, but there's nothing I can do about it. It sucks though, because you know I talk a lot about the kind of strategies that my opponent's using, things that he could be doing better and stuff, and like that's kind of stuff that he should see in hindsight, but not while he's fighting me. You know, that gets me really pissed when people do that, honestly. But I do like this guy, and I'm sure he didn't think of it like that. A lot of people don't realize how much of a benefit it gives you to be watching the stream. Alright, so he went double stack. This blink, I think my biggest problem here is that my blink should have come out earlier. Jesus. The blink is really to initiate against the Hebo, because as you can see, anytime I get anywhere near him, as long as he uses it correctly, his water spout is just gonna knock me into a bad position, pretty much, you know. And if I jump at him, of course, that's a terrible position for me to be in. I can't dodge his ultimate if I don't have my jump up. So ideally, I want to blink in, drop everything, jump over the ultimate, wait for cooldowns, and finish him up. He's giving us a position to push here, which is really great. With this tower down, I might finally be in a position to be able to do something. Oh wow, he actually... Alright, there we go. We got out. Take that any day. Oh, Jesus. Did not think he would continue to push, or continue to chase. He has a blink himself, so I gotta really make sure that I get the hell out of dodge. Gonna have to go some magical defense here, unfortunately. He's got almost all of his breastplate done. See what we can do. Like I said, this whole game is just a lot of me basically attempting the impossible here. So I won't be too salty if I lose this, but you know, I do like every once in a while trying out new gods, even though this one was by request of a sub. I like seeing, you know, what gods that aren't traditionally used in Joust can really do, you know. He still has no beads, man. And without that beads, like, I really should be able to open up on him. But it's so difficult because just approaching Hebo is so challenging. Especially, you know, he's being so safe. Clear the wave, stand behind his wave. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. I didn't keep him in everything. Nah, I don't think I have enough. Crap, he's probably got me. Yeah. Yeah, man, like, I dumped everything. Unfortunately, I didn't get a crit on any of my abilities there. Or, you know, I didn't get a crit on the passive off of any of my abilities there. Really just so rough. Gotta rely on so much luck here. Does not seem to be on our side.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
It seems like any way that I built here would be wrong, you know, like full crit, he can go a little bit more defense and stop me from ensuring it, or he can just burst me down before I even get to crit him. That's why I went the Bulwark. And I also had to go pen because he's getting himself some defense, so full crit wouldn't just work out without any pen. So, but of course he has, you know, more and more answers for that in more damage himself, the blink for some utility, things like that. It's just so difficult, man. I'm gonna go sprint here and just try to run him down when I engage on him, but my autos just don't seem to really affect him much. That ult really sucked by me, but I feel like it wouldn't have gone much differently had I landed a better ult, honestly. That's a better ult. Let's see what we can do. Tried to juke. Ah, man, I shouldn't have stopped and autoed like that. Oh, the archer finishes me. Jesus. Yeah, it just does not seem, as you guys can see, he doesn't even have beads, and unless I get every crit in the world, it does not seem possible. Speaking of which, though, I don't know why I'm not getting like any crits this game. Seems like I'm pretty cursed here, but I'm gonna keep trying for the sake of the video here. But in all honesty, I would just F6 at this point because I think we've definitely shown that this is not really a doable matchup. No matter how hard we try, you know, we had the 1K lead, had the jungle lead as best you could and everything. By the book, we were ahead, but in the end, we just didn't seem to have it. I'm probably going to do something crazy here. Okay, okay, buddy. Pretty nice. Wow, my 2 didn't even come out. Jesus. That was really cute. Seems like I can only crit against the buffs. I feel like this guy has like the anti-crit helm, but he doesn't. Just having to get no crits on him with that, what is it, 30% crit chance off of my abilities. There we go. Ah, jeez. Of course that blink is up, man. One time we finally win an engagement, and his blink is up, and he gets out like that. Story of Hun Batz's life. I do stuff like that if I realize that they're not going to be able to get from the fountain to me in time, just to, you know, put a little bit more pressure on the Phoenix, make him lose some creeps there. He'll miss out on like the full wave here for that. If I had my ult, I might look to go back in. It's like he has a million defense items, but really, if you look at it, he doesn't have much, man. He has just the Breastplate of Valor, yet he's just able to tank my Phoenix and stuff. I guess this is the strength of Warlock Sash. You know, it gives him so much health, and then to couple that with just a little bit of defense is enough to allow him to tank objectives like that and take full Hun Batz ultimates without beads and just look fine afterward. There we go. Damn. That is ripperonis, boys. And, well, there was our attempt at Hun Batz versus Hebo. As you can see, a few misplays, but overall didn't seem doable at all, no matter what I did, you know. Really sucky, but one of the unfortunate realities of Joust. So, GG.